You've probably been carrying around guilt or shame for most of your life. And I would be failing you if I didn't share with you how important it is for you to let that go. Holding shame and guilt doesn't put us on a morally higher ground. It doesn't make us a better person. In fact, it almost drowns us and keeps us from being able to feel free to love and care about ourselves first, because guilt and shame sabotages that on the deepest level. And it tells us not to trust ourselves. Even for the worst thing that we've done, we deserve to be forgiven, but first by ourselves. And that forgiveness isn't something that we earn. We have to forgive ourselves and what we believe we did wrong, or if somebody told us we did it, and we have to forgive and release the guilt and shame so we can begin to trust that we have good and we're going to live out that good day to day. You see, carrying around or spiraling in shame blocks everything for you. And it doesn't change whether or not you're going to be a good person, and it doesn't make you a good person. It just leaves you with this energy and lacking of feeling safe in your own body and in trusting your instincts. So if you were going to make one change today, I would encourage you to let that go, forgive yourself, fall so deeply and madly in love with yourself that you don't recognize the person that you were a month ago, that you feel so shamelessly happy and ready to spread that around, and your energy shifts. All the matter around us is a part of you, and you're a part of it. People will start to forgive you when you forgive yourself. You'll stop walking with your head down in shame or being defensive because you feel ashamed of whatever it is that you've been carrying around for all these years. And it could be anything from how you look today to something you said to someone 10 years ago and it's still bothering you. Whether it's a friend or a coworker, it'll sit in your body forever. We weren't born like this. We were told systematically over time that it's our cross to bear, that we should feel guilty or shameful. Maybe it's an outfit we wore or something that we did or said, and then we carry it around as if it makes us a better person. We have to let that go. Guilt and shame just keeps us trapped in the same spiral to where we overfunction, people please, and apologize for everything from not having the right outfit on for an event or how we look that day if we're not perfectly put together. And after years of working with women, I can tell you how many women have walked up to me and immediately apologized for not looking a certain way, whatever way that in their mind they were supposed to. It takes so much reassuring to remind you, beautiful women, that you do not deserve to be feeling like this. You're allowed to be free of this all-consuming guilt and shame that also brings up a lot of fear and self-doubt. It's time to write down anything that you feel shame about, whether it's something that somebody said about your body, about how you look, about something you did or said that upset them, and maybe it wasn't even wrong that you did it. I'll give you an example of something that happened to me that was a very formative part of teaching me how to feel shame and guilt. I watched carefully as a child things that adults said and then what they did. And it was just something I did. I don't know why, but it was something that came naturally to me to be observant, and I'm still that way. But I told the truth about what I saw, and that adult then turned around and called me a smart mouth, said, "Who do you think you are?" And I was punished for it. This is the perfect example of the suppression and the desire to control using guilt and shame. And so we minimize ourselves, or we try to get smaller so we don't rock the boat, and so we don't get shamed, because we are already carrying a massive burden of guilt and shame around as if it's our cross to bear, but it's not. And it's getting heavier and heavier by the day, the longer you carry it and the more you accumulate it. And the craziest part is when you stop and let go of the guilt and shame, and you live almost shamelessly, people stop trying to shame you. You stop being a target. You become empowered. You become magnetic and in control because you're self-centered and you're self-led. You're no longer suppressing what you know to be true, using guilt and shame as sort of the cover-up and fear. And again, it's not because you're doing something wrong. You were just programmed this way, and now we have to deprogram the guilt and shame and fear. So take some time and write down all of those things that you feel shame, that you were shamed for, that you might have been even punished for, that you can recognize were systematic suppression or punishment to make you stop feeling whole and feeling trust in yourself and feeling love for yourself. Write them down and then write down the truth. It's wild that we are told what is good and not good by others, and it's none of their business, right? The same with telling the truth. So many people want to share truth. It could be with their family or a partner or a friend, and not in an unkind way, but just being a truth teller. And that can lead to people wanting to shame you or getting defensive or angry instead of just being self-reflective and maybe working on the relationship in a way that allows more connection. So take that time, then release all of the shame, all of the guilt. It's not easy. It's not going to happen all at once. It's not a magic fairy dust spell. It's going to take time. You're going to re-forgive yourself today and tomorrow and the next day, and try it for 10 days. And see as it starts to dissolve off of you, and see how much lighter you feel and how people respond to you differently. My name is April Kensington. I built the trust method to help you lean into knowing yourself, trusting everything about what you know, love yourself, and build a life that's self-led. If you want to join me, you can click the link in the description. It's 12 weeks of learning the most beautiful self-mastery, self-trust, and becoming a leader, a guide, and feeling whole inside instead of shattered and broken. I hope you begin to trust yourself.